Chapter 4. Doing what others are afraid to do. How boldness beats strategy and courage beats credentials. The world rewards action, not plans, not ideas, not permission. Action. Most people think success comes from careful planning, credentials, or following the rules. They wait for the perfect time, the perfect skill, the perfect environment. They calculate, revise, and hesitate, then watch opportunities pass. IShowSpeed ignored all of that. He acted boldly, immediately, loudly, fearlessly. He took risks that would paralyze most people, showing raw emotion online, trying wild content, reacting without filter, and putting himself in situations where failure was visible to millions. And in doing so, he achieved something rare. He became impossible to ignore. Boldness beats strategy is important, but boldness accelerates results. A careful planned action may never happen. A bold action, even imperfect, generates momentum. It creates visibility, it invites feedback, it attracts attention. Speed's rise proves this. Hundreds of perfectly executed gaming tutorials might have taught skill, but it was his boldness, his fearless expression, his willingness to shock, excite, and risk embarrassment that catapulted him to fame. Momentum, not misery, come the multiplier. Boldness is a currency the world cannot ignore. Courage beats credentials. Credentials are irrelevant if no one knows you exist. Skill is irrelevant if no one experiences it. Knowledge is irrelevant if it is silent. Fearless action is the bridge between ability and recognition. Speed had no formal training in entertainment, no credential in virality, yet he became a global figure because he acted where others hesitated, embraced risks, and stayed consistent despite uncertainty. Courage allowed him to create while most were analyzing. It allowed him to express while most were waiting. It allowed him to grow while most were safe. Actions transformed courage into results. The fear that holds everyone back. The opposite of courage is not failure. It is inaction. People fear what others think, what others will think, losing reputation, looking foolish, getting rejected. These fears are invisible chains. They silently enforce conformity and keep brilliance hidden. IShowSpeed refused these chains. He shouted, he laughed, he reacted, he risked criticism for the chance of visibility. That willingness to be vulnerable and exposed became his advantage. Fearless action is not reckless. It is calculated. Courage, aligned with energy and attention. How to act fearlessly. Fearless action is a skill and it can be practiced. 1. Start before you feel ready. Momentum builds confidence. 2. Embrace small risks daily. Each small act trains courage. 3. Ignore predictable criticism. Only the opinions of those who contribute value matter. 4. Focus on action, not approval. Results do not wait for validation. 5. Repeat boldly, consistently. Consistency compounds courage. Courage is a muscle. The more it is exercised, the stronger it becomes. Boldness multiplies opportunity. Every major breakthrough begins with a single act that others were afraid to attempt. A video streamed without filters, a post shared despite fear of judgment, a product launched before perfection, a question asked despite potential ridicule. Speed's first viral moments were not the result of strategy. They were the result of fearless action. Courage is magnetic. Boldness is contagious. The world responds faster to those who dare than to those who plan endlessly. The bigger lesson in life, business, and creativity: most people fail not from lack of talent, but from inaction. Most opportunities pass because they are impossible, but because they are uncomfortable. Most opportunities pass not because they are impossible, but because they are uncomfortable. Most competitors lose from strategy, but from fear. Most competitors lose not from strategy, but from fear of showing up fully. Boldness is the ultimate amplifier. Courage is the ultimate equalizer. Key insight for Chapter 4. Talent alone is invisible. Strategy alone is important. Only bold, fearless action transforms potential into recognition.